trauma bonding either, okay? Really taking it an empowering step towards yourself and the depth and inclusivity of all of you, okay, and what you are. Something about this motion as well. Something has been churning, okay, really stirring. So maybe you're stirring the pot through these changes, and you may come from a community or a setting or a place where it may not be common to have these experiences, right? How do you explain near death after you've had those experiences? How do you explain that you're channeling things from beyond what we can see and hear and taste and touch, beyond the five senses, right? And you're not alone, okay? Okay, so you may be organizing something and going and digressing, okay? I did mention making that second choice. So someone took a risk. You may have taken a risk. There may be something going on with the relationships here. I generally don't pick up too much on relationships, but something about soulmates, twin flames, okay? You can leave a comment below if you want me to address some soulmates, twin flames. Also remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I love to hear that the messages are connecting with you, or you picked up something even within the video, okay? The goal is to really remind you that you're your own best guide and give you that confirmation of everything that you already knew, okay? And maybe as many contexts, perspectives, and perceptions as possible, okay? Within this human existence, okay? And to also remind you that you are worthy, you are valuable. Hope is, love is, okay? You are sacred. We are all sacred, okay? No matter the identifiers, we are all sacred, okay? Excuse me, again, so spiritual release, yeah. Something's getting something off of your chest as well. That's going to be significant, okay? So this may be in relation to your immediate community, your immediate family, something about that. Yeah, some type of tower reverse. So in the Psychic Tarot, we have the transformation card. In the traditional tarot deck, this would represent the tower. The tower would represent, in this context, I'm picking it up as, because it all changes based on the energy and the understanding and the awareness and levels of perception and consciousness. Either way, we have the transformation card here. So with the transformation card, this would usually represent a tower, some type of catastrophic life event, okay? Like death, literally, right? And rebirth, okay? But either way, generally something built on a faulty foundation will crash, okay? Something like that may have happened, some type of collapse, confirmation, okay? If you're not familiar with spiritual messages, generally within specific spiritual circles, we'll hear something come up on our devices as a confirmation and spiritual movement to let us know that we are indeed accurate with what we're speaking about. So you may have just got a notification as well. That's a major confirmation for you, okay? Either way, you're going through a transformation, all right? Depending on where you are on the timeline, as many different individuals globally are on different paths spiritually and in different phases of this process of awakening and conscious awareness, okay? So you may have gone through a transformation recently, okay? Some form of rebirth, someone else in your loved circle, okay? Distance, no matter, I'm picking up long distance, short distance, okay? So maybe a trip as well. There was some form of trip. Someone may have also taken a trip using substances, okay? So there may have been some form of overdosing happening. And I'm also not condoning these energies, but something about taking a trip, okay? Some form of transformation taking place, all right? And with it coming up reverse, there may have been something about your immediate community not wanting you to go through this transformation because they may feel left behind, okay? They may have felt left behind, something about that. So maybe you're passed on, okay? I'm picking this up as the maybe. So someone, you're a passed on loved one or an ancestor used to just, they may have always said maybe, you know? Never a definitive yes, never a definitive no, maybe, you know? Okay? And someone may have been saying, you know. So we picked up a passed on loved one that says, you know, maybe. And we said, geez. Okay, so yeah, a transformation around loving memories. Okay, so I'm picking this up. So really balancing the releasing of death, the releasing of rebirth, the releasing of the attachments around the way you may have understood love, the way you may have understood death, okay? You're coming into this space where you're understanding it's simply a transformation of energy, a transformation of the way that you were able to viscerally interact with these loved ones. And it's very surprising to me and myself, where I generally would not be speaking so much on this, but something about Jeff's, if you're coming over from Jeff's channel, this is specifically for you, that part of the spiritual tribe, and welcome back, okay? The soul family, the soul tribe. You are welcomed here, and I'm so happy you made it, okay? And something about this, going through a transformation around the memories of love, okay? Bringing those loving memories into the present and not being distraught around any type of loss, okay? This is not a loss. I'm being guided to heavily emphasize this. And something again about the number 4. So you may be born on the 4th of a month, fourth drive, an address having the number 4, for license plates, for cars, for anywhere that you can apply the number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Anywhere that you can apply the number 4 within your human experience or existence. You may get off of this video, see the number 4. That'll be a confirmation letting you know that the things that I'm mentioning to you in this video and this channeled message is definitively for you as well, okay? And I see 3 completely transitioned, so maybe 2 transition. So you may, okay. I'm picking up 2 sides of the same coin. Let me, bear with me. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so something significant about 2. So as we see there, I burped twice. 2 spiritual releases, okay? So something about 2 individuals, 2 energies, 2 entities working with you directly or being in contact with you. These passed on loved ones, however you would like to identify the spiritual, okay? Or something non-physical. Being in touch with you definitively. 2 out of the 4 in complete contact. Something significant about this, 2 out of the 4 being in complete contact with you. And then another 2, 1 being held, okay? Possibly in limbo, or possibly in a state. Someone may be in the hospital, someone may be on some type of life support. I'm picking this up. And then 1 is halfway transitioned, okay? But they're in between. So this may be reaching out to the individuals that are watching now that have had those near-death experiences where you feel half alive and half non-physical, okay? We're traveling between realms. Welcome. You're not crazy. The world is very much reality. No. Society, I will say, can be a bit insane. All right, something significant about that. All right, so you may have also been seeing 444, okay? And I'm picking up in this instance that 444 would be representing some form of angelic protection, or whatever you would define as your higher power. Any type of spiritual connection you have, you're being protected by those energies, light or dark. Nothing. We're not going into the good versus evil. Simply the energies being having loving memories of you. So ancestors of light and dark having loving memories of you. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. So solar plexus. All right. Your solar plexus is beginning to step into balance. All right. So you are going to be able to create something. You are going to be birthing something. You are going to be receiving your zeal, your zest, your passion for life again. And this is as well with the sacral chakra. Sacral. Okay, someone may have done that a lot that passed on, or you may be an individual that's a perfectionist around your pronunciation. Someone may have had a big thing about speaking, public speaking. Someone may have been an educator. Okay, and digressing, this ties into that where I mentioned the spiritual sexual reawakening, the Kundalini energy as well, depending on where you are in the timeline, as we're picking up on multiple timelines that are global. Take what fits, leave what does not. Okay, but if you're going through some type of sacral awakening, okay, with your sacral chakra, okay, sacral chakra, in this instance, I'm getting a specific message about it relating to the sexual energy. So your creative energy as well, very closely intertwined with the solar plexus chakra. So your willpower, okay? So your sacred sexual energy and your willpower, something coming up around this, okay? A transformation to that as well. And or, depending on where you are on the timeline, I'm also picking up, okay, something that you loved passionately is changing. Okay, you're changing. The way you love as well is changing. All right, that may be significant. The way you love, the way that you may be a hopeless romantic. Someone may identify or have identified as that previously. Okay. So making a second choice in love, or a return, I would not recommend that. But depending on where you are in the timeline, that may be some form of reconciliation taking place. Okay. Oh. Yeah, something may have broken your heart, okay? You have uncovered a shadow, okay? So the shadow aspects of yourself, the shadow aspects of another, the shadow aspects of a religious group, a corrupt corporation, a corrupt government, okay? Something very corrupt being illuminated, and also a uniting within yourself of these divine energies, dark and light, okay? The number 18 may be significant, the number 13, the number 6, the number 2, okay? So you may have been seeing 111, 888, 222, 666, 111 again, and or 333. Also, I'm picking up the master number 33, okay? Depending on where and what that fits into. Some of you may identify as being a Mason. Not all individuals within these different not-so-secret societies are corrupt, okay? Yeah, and you're being guided to stand your ground. Okay, so take action on standing your ground against something or with something, the spiritual world or spiritual. The non-physical has your back. Okay, all right. Someone may be also entering some form of trance state. Trance. Someone may be transgender. Okay, or transitioning in that. Okay, so someone may be going through a transformation in the sense of their physical body and transitioning gender, transitioning their understanding of gender and identity and even human nature. Okay, that would be significant for someone. All right. Oh, also, yeah, something about celebrating, okay? Stepping into the celebratory energy, rejoice in celebrations, okay? With these Three of Cups here, okay? Some form of celebration taking place. So we see three different entities, okay? Or three different people, three different individuals, family, friends, societies, cultures, okay? Something coming together in threes, okay? Divinely orchestrated to create this fourth cup, okay? So some type of teamwork taking place to really manifest a dream goal, okay? And you, again, may be connecting with your soul tribe, your soul family, right? Welcome, all right? Family, okay, so someone may have said this. Okay, I get a lot of information, so I tend to go very quickly, okay? Something about that as well, significant. Something happening in a burst, okay? So a miracle happening before your eyes. You may have been in contact with non-human intelligences for the first time. Welcome to the club, all right? But either way, something happening very quickly, very miraculously. It's going to be beautiful, okay? And you may be seeing orbs and spirits, okay? There was another thought that came to me, another image that came to my mind, but it slipped away. So if it comes back, it comes back. Something about that as well. You not being attached, you being able to let go and move past a limited belief system, a limited way of being, okay? Something significant about that. And as I say that, number 33, so 333 again, showing up, something about angels, divinity, okay? But circling back, within this image as well, if you look at all these orbs, okay, in some spiritual communities and circles, these orbs would represent spirits. So something is surrounded by spirits, some type of celebration also taking place for you in the spirit, okay? All right. I did pick up a lot of information before the reading. So I'm picking up to explain that now instead of getting directly into that. I'm being guided to mention that some experiences may have carried over from a past life, okay? Something about the ancestors bringing wisdom in from a past life, okay? This can be from a new dimension of understanding, a new consciousness, new forms of reality, new forms of ways, new forms and ways of being, okay? Something significant about that. All right, you may have identified as a black sheep. You may have identified as a chosen one. You may have identified as a light worker, a star seed. Okay, and if any of these terms are unfamiliar for you, click the link in my bio. We can go ahead and discuss it. Book a session would be greatly appreciated, and to work with you. Okay, I'm very selective on who I do work with, though. It would be wonderful to connect. Okay, I'm being really guided to mention this because you may be really awakening to so many different layers of consciousness and understanding. So you're being given gifts from your past life. Someone may have been a painter, someone may have been a spiritual teacher, someone may have been a spiritual leader, a healer, okay, really working in different modalities of consciousness. And I'll pull one more card. They really want me to keep going. Okay, Spirit wants me to keep going, the energies. Okay, the mirror. Something is being mirrored back to you for the first time. Something is going to be clicking for you for the first time. Again, the number is 3. Something about 3. Oh, wow. There's another card behind you. Are you ready? Let's see what it is. We have the medallion. Okay, someone may have held a very specific medallion or crystal. Okay, there may be something going on or some energy infused with some type of family heirloom. Okay, something about a mirror. So there may have been a mirror that someone used, some type of pendant, a locket. I'm picking up a locket. Someone may have had a locket. Okay, so some form of locket holding the key, being a mirror. Okay, I'm also picking up the V shape. Okay, so someone may have seen an extraterrestrial getting in, okay, I'm connecting with the sphere network, some form of defense taking place, a mirror being shown to you to go ahead and check out this pendant, okay? So much information, okay. That is significant as well. You may be feeling overwhelmed with the amount of information that you're getting, but it's simply confirmation that you're very much connected, okay? So breathe. That's a big thing, okay? I'm picking up to mention to breathe, okay? Slow your mind, slow your thoughts, okay? We'll move forward. So within this, I am seeing that spirit is either giving you something, throwing something at you, a medallion, a key, okay, a pendant to unlock this mirror, okay? This alien code, this alien understanding. Someone may have been something about significant about the pyramids, triangles, okay? Because if we look at it this way, I'm picking up it being a pyramid with a moon. So something hidden, something within your subconscious is mirroring in your conscious reality in daily waking life, okay? And you're being given the key, something that's going to shine the light on this moon, this mirror, okay? This is similarly to the sun. This is what I'm seeing. And the placement of how this did show up from behind the card, remember? It is appearing to be something aligning. Something's going to be aligning if we look, right? So right to the pyramids. So something about Egypt, something about Ra. Someone may be taking a trip to Egypt. Someone may have taken a trip to either Egypt or Ra, okay? And Ra representing the sun god, okay? Someone may have Egyptian ancestry. But what I'm seeing is you're being handed or given something in alignment to this sacred knowledge, this sacred wisdom, and it's mirroring something back to you in your waking life. That's on one timeline. Another timeline, you may be reaching out to the divine, to your ancestors, okay, to have this balance between light and dark, the subconscious and conscious, okay? If we look at these two cards, it's almost forming a Venn diagram, okay? So being in the middle and between worlds, I'm picking up of what is being mirrored back to us within reality, okay? So you really being able to see beyond the veil, okay? And this veil would represent the non-physical. I'm being guided to mention that the veil has already gone. Someone may have also had a tick someone may have been bitten by a tick. I'm picking up Lyme disease, something significant about that. Someone may be eating lemons. Someone may have enjoyed citrus flavors of something, or you may enjoy citrus flavors of something. I'm also picking up for you to work with crystals, okay? I'm picking up tiger's eye, stepping into some form of confidence, all right? And with the pinky, something being fragile, bear with me. I'm being guided to check on this as well. The physical representation of the pinky for you. All right, someone's name may have been Pinky, okay? Something about the adult entertainment industry as well, okay? Okay, so something about your emotions. Yeah, pinkies represent... I'm picking up two. So you may be doing research on something, okay? And in this instant, the pinky is representing emotions and happiness, okay? Connections to the heart, meridian, and water element in energy healing. And in some religious contexts, divine power or promises, okay? So a pinky promise may have been made between you and the divine, okay? Some type of... This is transformative energy that I'm picking up here, okay? I'm keeping it very light depending on the depth of understanding that you have had, okay, within the spiritual realm and community, okay? Whoa. You are destroying masks, okay? You are a mirror for the truth. You are a mirror for many truths. And you are destroying, okay, literally obliterating any falsities around you. Very significant. I just picked that up very strongly, okay? you are tapping into this divine, so you are having confidence in your happiness, okay? You are having confidence in the way that you feel, what you know, the truths that you have learned. Honor it, know it, be it. I'm picking up, okay? The energy has shifted. Wow. You are stepping into some cataclysmic power. I don't know if you guys heard all the wind, but yes. Woo. All right, welcome. We're on the same page. All right, so tribe. I'll leave that one there. This one was coming from the wild unknown archetypes, okay? Someone's name may be Kim. All right, something about diamonds. Diamonds are forever. Okay. All right, tribe. Let's check out what else Spirit would like you to know. All right. Beautifully done. Beautifully, beautifully done. I am going to get the Scrabble, okay? The sacred Scrabble, to get some letters for you. I want to give you some letters, some more letters. Something about literal letters. So you may be waiting for a letter in the mail. You may also be looking to write a letter, okay? Something significant about this automatic writing, okay? And also working with water, all right? Something significant about emotions in the water, all right? So a release, okay? Letting go. We did have that spiritual burp representing the release, and also I'm picking up on the letting the tears flow, letting something flow, letting something go, okay? Your tears are not wasted, okay? I'm picking up on the weight of the tear, okay? The depth of the tears, okay? So you are releasing something. You're being released from some form of karmic cycle, okay? All right, let's see. Coming right back. Try that. Let's. Okay. So you may have went on a little search or a little hunt for something, okay? All right. Here's the Scrabble. Something significant about all these colors as well. All right. Someone may have been a painter, an artist in a past life. Let us see. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so you're finally going to be able to rest and rejuvenate. Okay, I feel that you've gone through something, man. Someone here went through. Okay, something significant about the ER, the first two letters that I pull out. Something Okay, so this is not to incite fear. If you have a loved one in any form of ER, maybe if you're out of the country or wherever you are, go check on them. Something about some explosion or something blowing, okay? The way that those chips flew out of my hand. All right. ER, okay? Something about the emergency room, okay? ER, and or reassessing, okay? Recess, re-entry, okay? Something about re-entry as well. Someone's name may be Riri, okay? Someone's name may start with an R, have an E in it, okay? This may be initials, this may be an location, this may be a geographical region. Something about an eruption. That's the second time that they're just popping out of the head. Okay, and we did mention the second option, something about the second option, a re-entry. So maybe you need to resubmit something, some form of writing, okay? That may be coming up, and that can be a confirmation for someone. Someone's name may be Re, okay? All right. Re, R-E-E. All right. Whoa, okay. Something about R&R, that rest and rejuvenation. When I had that yawn there, okay, I picked up that energy from one of you. Or some of you. So this can be individually and or collectively. We're all going to be in the space of being able to get some rest, okay, from a lot of the strife that may have been taking place energetically. If you are within different spiritual communities, if you're not within different spiritual communities at this point, then that may be an individual level. But if you are part of the tribe, you understand the reference there, okay? So something about sleep as well, yeah. All right. Someone's name may be Lee, okay? You may be missing one piece of information or feeling that you're missing one piece of information, okay? Something about XO, someone may be texting XO, someone may use that for representing love. So there may be some type of sleepy love, some type of relaxing, easy love, okay? I'm picking that up. Something about being sleazy, okay? No slut shaming here, but depending on where you are in your journey, again, not applying for everyone. But either way, someone's name may be TT, something about a TP, okay? Something about toilet paper, so wiping up or cleaning up a mess, okay? I'm picking up Tylenol, okay? I'm also picking up X-ray, okay? Something about being an extra. Maybe someone's working in the production or film industry, okay? Because we did pick up adult film as well. So this can be an X-rated film, okay? So there may have been an X that released information around some type of X-rated film, and or because we did pick up that sleazy energy, right? Someone, I don't usually use these words, so this may be a pass on loved one letting you know, or someone within your immediate circle may use the word sleazy. All right, if you've been following along, tribe, you know you've never heard me say that word, sleazy. All right, so something significant about that. So R and R with an extra R. So there may be something, some type of attachment that you're releasing as well. Oh, we also have extraterrestrial, okay? So you may be in communications with extraterrestrials. Hey, many layers to that. Anyway, a teacher, TE, okay? So a technical educator, okay? Something about a lot of something, or a parking lot, okay? Or an empty lot, okay? Or a group of people, a lot of people, okay? A lottery, okay? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we have lottery as well. Okay, something maybe south of you. So something about longitude and latitude as well. I'm picking up. So rest and rejuvenation happening in the south. Okay, some type of healing in the south. I'm picking up this is a geographical energy. Okay, and something maybe below or down. Okay, the way that I'm being guided to mention this. Something about occupational therapy. So your quality of life. Okay, someone's quality of life may be going down, or you may be under the perception or the belief, or there may have been a bit of spiritual warfare and or projections around that. Okay, if you feel that you're going through any form of spiritual warfare, go ahead and book a session with me and we can discuss that more in steps to take, okay? I'm picking up root work, obeya, voodoo, hoodoo, okay? Different santeria, okay? Many different labels and titles for ancestral magic. But either way, I'm here to assist with that as well. Okay, confirmation, I don't know if you heard my stomach. Someone may be, something about a toe. Someone may have some form of foot fetish, and something at the tail end. You're being at the tail end of something, okay? Something about a ray of sunshine, okay? Or someone's name may have been Ray with an E specifically too. Something significant about that. Ray, okay? All right. Show you some of the letters so you know. So toe, okay? Something about someone may have been extra large, slims, okay? Something about LS. I believe that's some form of autoimmune disease, okay? With Lyme, we did mention that Lyme, okay? Lyme disease. So be careful if you're going on any type of hike. Someone may say A, like A, what's up, A. Someone's name may start with the letter A. I don't have it here, but I have EY. So EY, Eli, okay? A. So something about being down south, something about an eye, something about a toe in an eye. Okay, someone's vehicle may be getting towed as well. Or someone may be going through some form of LASIK surgery. So something significant about surgery, towing, something happening down south, okay? Something about some type of retreat. There may be some form of incident there. I'm picking up on the energy here feels different. So you may have had a passed on loved one that had a lot of hypochondriac tendencies. Okay, so believing or thinking the worst case scenario. This is a different energy. Okay, something about a long-term relationship, LTR. So someone may be a millennial or younger, using acronyms and slang. Okay, because we're picking up a lot of slang here as well. Oh, I mean, we do have sex as well. Yeah, so some form of intercourse taking place as well. Some of the energies that I channeled before this reading were very dark, or very horrific, so I'll leave that for another time. I'm not being, okay. All right, yes, ooh. All right, so I'm picking up human trafficking, child trafficking, okay? Horrific groups that are corrupted within governments and organizations, okay? Galts, Galts. Something about gallbladder, someone's gallbladder being removed or possibly offered up as a sacrifice. Okay, it clearly wants me to, the energy wants me to discuss it. Okay, we had the letter, the word, yes. I did not want to discuss it, but for now, okay. This will be significant. So there is some form of children trafficking, human harvesting and organ trafficking, okay, taking place. Something about toes, okay, something about cannibalism, something about being forced into acts that are not legitimate. I'm picking up psyops, okay, MK Ultra, okay, something about timelines, okay. So you're being guided if you're under any investigation and or going through needing to perform an investigation, something about checking the timeline, so the sequence of events up until something has happened, and or looking at the physical timeline, so social media, so checking someone's social media, very important here. Something about when they were in the South, something about going down under, something about going down, okay, possibly also checking the genitals of the individual that you're having intercourse with, okay. There may be something that you notice that will alert you, okay? Protect yourself, all right? Something about that, okay? I'm also being, so this isn't to incite fear. You are protected, and if you had an inkling about any of these situations taking place, you are correct. Yes, do research. Specifically, if you are in Texas, TX, okay? Came out, Texas. This is in the U.S. If you are in any part of the world that has a T or an X in it, that would be significant for you as well. Okay, yeah, it's time for you to see. Okay, you're being guided to see. Okay, so something about the ocean, SEA, and also being able to see something with your own two eyes. Okay, and or your third eye. You are finally being able to see. So you may be some form of visionary. You may be activating your clairvoyance, clear sight, psychic sight. Something about in real life. Okay, someone's name may be Larry, Terry, Jerry. Someone may have been identified as a tease, okay? Someone may be teasing you, attempting to lure you. I'm picking up this catfishing energy. I'm picking up deepfake energy, okay? Someone may be born during the year of the ox within the Chinese zodiac, okay? Someone may be built like an ox, okay? Brick house, I'm picking up, oh, wow, she's a brick house. She's mighty. Okay, interesting. So, bear with me. I'm getting a specific message. So let what? Let ET. So let extraterrestrial. Okay. Okay, so you're okay. I'm picking up something about operating system. We have OS here. Okay, operating system. So you may be someone may have been in the information technology field, but something about, excuse me again, wow, spiritual release. Okay, so there may be a release of a new software in the information and technology fields. Okay, separate of that, I'm picking up that there may be an extraterrestrial, interdimensional, non-human intelligence operating system that is attempting to get in touch with you. So I'm picking up algorithmic realities. Okay, I'm picking up that's the best way to say it in this moment. I'm picking up algorithmic reality and understanding the different softwares that are being implanted, improvised. Something about XY, okay? Something XY jelly. Someone's name may be Kyle XY. So I'm picking up on hybrids now. Hybrid species, hybrid individuals, okay? Someone's name may be Kyle. Okay. That may have been a separate message for another a channeled reading that I did for someone, but okay. So something about Kyle, XY, okay? Something about gender changing, right? Identity shifting, okay? Stolen identities as well. I'm picking up fraud, okay? Check the OS, check the operating system. So maybe go into deleted files, go into deleted history. This is for any of my psychic investigators. You may be getting in connection with a psychic investigator, okay? You may have been contacted by different groups, government agencies, okay? For what you know. Something about left, right, left. Okay, so someone being a bit disoriented. Okay, someone may have been in the military as well. Left, right, left. Okay. All right, so these are the letters now. Those were the messages from the Scrabble, but there may have been a squabble. Okay, some type of fight. All right. Someone may have been hit in the back of the head, okay? Moving forward, okay? Or be aware of what's behind you. Maybe in this, okay? Again with the maybes. Maybe someone's passed on loved one definitely said maybe a lot. Either way, look behind you immediately in this moment, okay? Something is significant about what is behind you. You may hear something, you may feel something, maybe something that you were looking for, like that pendant, okay, or that locket that we brought up. Something's coming full circle behind you, in hindsight as well, from the ancestors, from a past life, okay? Something coming full circle, okay? Either way, someone's names or places, anywhere you can apply letters within your conscious reality, okay? First, middle, or last name. So L-E-T, so 2 E's, okay? That may be significant. 2 T's, 3 E's, 3 E, okay? 3 X, 3 R's, 2 L's, X and Y, and OS. Specifically, the way that I said that may be significant for someone, okay? Okay, I'm going to hold. I got another message, but I'll hold that. If this reading has strongly resonated with you, book a session, okay? I will leave it at that. Okay. All right, tribe. That's going to be the reading. I appreciate all of you that are newcomers. Again, appreciation to my standard everyday tribe that we're here and we're doing it. I'm going to post this video possibly on other platforms, but either way, remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe. Something about that. Someone may have had a stutter issue, and or a maybe needing or may have gone to a speech pathologist. Okay. That's the message. They never want me to stop. Okay, so like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I'm very appreciative of being able to assist and remind you that you are your best guide, okay? And help with this conscious awareness, okay? Anything else? Okay, also, click over on the shorts on my YouTube. I have shared some of them on other platforms. If you're not on YouTube, come over to YouTube, click the link above in the bio, get to YouTube, check out the videos below, check out the shorts on either way, or either side of the screen, depending on how you're looking at this. They will also have additional confirmations for you, okay? Conscious confirmations. And all right, that's it. So, abracadabra, anakamun, as above, so below, as within, as without, okay? So it is, so mote it be, ashe. All right, tribe, see you next time.